back when these two clashed earlier on this year at the European Darts Open. Michael Smith, a 4-time winner on the European Tour circuit, against Krzysztof Ratajski, the Polish #1, a man who won 3 ranking titles last year. I'm Dan Dawson. In the commentary box for the opening game of the day is Chris Murphy. Chris, 7 games this afternoon with no James Wade. He's pulled out of the tournament, but no shortage of quality.
First leg, Krzysztof to throw first. Game on!
Certainly not, Dan. Thank you very much. And if this match carries on in the same vein as the one they've previously played on the Euro Tour this year, then we are in for a belter to kick off the action here in Sindelfingen. And on day 2, it went Ratajski's way, but only just. The Polish Eagle averaging 105.5 in a 6-5 win against Michael Smith. But that only tells half the story. The bully boy missed a couple of match starts after coming back from deficits of 4-0 and 5-2 in that one.
Yeah, an astonishing game of darts. And look, there's a lot of respect between these two. When Ratajski was establishing himself in PDC darts a couple of years ago, when we started seeing him regularly on the Euro Tour, Michael Smith picked him out and said, this boy can play, and he was right.
He was right. Michael Smith, of course, had a major breakthrough year in 2018, reaching the finals of 2 of the biggest tournaments on the tour, the World Championship, the biggest, and the Premier League, of course. It hasn't gone the same way for the bully boy in that tournament this year. But he will have a say in Leeds on Thursday when he faces Daryl Gurney. And he might have a big say in this tournament. He might need to have a big say in this tournament, Dan, because he hasn't qualified for the next 2 yet.
Yeah, well, irrespective of, I mean, he could win this, and he still would have to go to the qualifiers on Friday. Double 12, double 6. Oh, he's busted it.
Well, 81 remains 81. And Ratajski is going to get 2 darts. Yes, Krzysztof, it's in. At Michael Smith's favourite double.
70.
Well, play it again, Mike.
Require 81.
Same route. Slightly different now, though. Well, that's come out of the 5, hasn't it? And
46. Krzysztof, you require 10.
Well, it's a bizarre start to this match, certainly as far as Michael Smith is concerned. And Krzysztof Ratajski has played the role of punisher to win leg 1.
Well, 1 leg there, which sums up Michael Smith's season.
Well, had a max in the minutes, bust a score of 81, then failed to get a double. Not because of a bounce out, but involving a bounce out.
Yeah, Michael Smith, this year's Premier League, has not been that far off what he did last year when he cruised into the playoffs and ended up in the final. The hang about. That is 6 perfect darts from the bully boy, who leaves 1-4-1. He had 2 cracks at 81 and couldn't manage it. But maybe the big combination shot could see perfection in just the second leg of the day here at the Glass Palace.
Are we about to go from the ridiculous to the sublime? Not quite, and you can see the frustration on the face of Michael Smith and
80.
From the voices of the crowd, who now applaud the attempt. Well, what a start, Dan. Carry on.
This leg is losable. And again, it could be more typical Michael Smith action here. 53 left, and he's missed the big number. How can you hit 7 perfect darts and then miss a big 13?
Is Ratajski going to perform an act of pickpocketing again? Well, has to find a treble with this dart, and he has.
87. Michael, you require 46.
Right.
He's going to get a dart at double here, surely.
Single 6 or a single 10. They're next to each other. 6 it is. Now his favourite double.
36.
My word.
Krzysztof, you require
Now,
16.
Ratajski has the chance to break, double his lead, and start to pull away, just like he did at the European Darts Open earlier this year.
Game Sean, second leg, Krzysztof Ratajski. Third leg, Krzysztof to throw
Well,
first.
it's the same old story for Michael Smith at the minute. He did this on Thursday against James Wade in the Premier League. A man he's beaten once in 5 years, but there are times there where he should have beaten him, or at least could have beaten him. And he could have beaten him. He was there for the taking, James Wade, on Thursday night. And Michael Smith missed doubles, and he missed doubles at crucial times, and he kept on doing it. And he walked off afterwards, and he was looking at the stats, and he said, I'm not that bad at doubles. I know I'm not that bad. But it keeps on happening. It's happened week after week for him. And even when he's played really, really well on a day, and he's done it more than once this year, made a couple of finals, semi-final, played some really good stuff in the Premier League, but at crucial times, he can't find the double. And it's hurting him here. He could be 2-0 up, he's 2-0 down, and Ratajski is racing off into a 3-0 lead, potentially.
93.
Ratajski didn't have a maximum visit in his 6-4 success against Robert Owen yesterday. But he's found one at a very nice time this afternoon
57.
as he looks to open up a 3-leg lead. And he had to ride his luck a little bit against the Welshman.
80.
Who missed darts to lead 5-4 and tie it up at 5 apiece in that first round encounter.
100.
Well, he missed a dart for the 103 checkout. If the 104 goes, Michael Smith will be powerless to prevent himself going 3-0 down.
Krzysztof, you require
Left himself
104.
fairly handy. But Ratajski has found the treble 18.
88.
Not the double 16.
Michael, you require 93.
Choices for Buddy Boy. Treble 19 or the bull. He finds a 25, so now it is the bull.
Game shot.
And he's found it. And he needed it.
Fourth leg, Michael
Well,
to throw first. Game on.
Relief, I think, was the overwhelming
From disbelief
emotion.
to
Yes.
relief.
Well, we're closing in on a landmark on the Euro Tour, aren't we, Merv, in terms of the number of 180s?
Yes. And this could have been, reaching that landmark. We'll keep you guessing until somebody hits it. Call it in, Dan.
140.
We are still on 999.
We're not going to get another Smith curse here, are we?
No.
Just never get another 180 on the Euro Tour.
That's all right. We've seen 9 darters without him. Don't need him.
This is true.
Michael van Gerwen averaged up more than 110 without hitting one the other
57.
night.
Well, Michael Smith pinned that bullseye in the previous leg and
59.
halted the charge
Michael, you require 164.
of the Polish Eagle. He's almost got a better record on bull in this match and hitting
100.
big numbers. But it is high quality stuff.
As you kind of expect from these two.
Well, as we expect all
100.
day, really, looking at
Michael,
this
you
for a
require
first
64.
match of an afternoon session is quite incredible.
Double 8. Double 4.
60.
Round and round we go as
Does-
Michael Smith's never-ending quest to find a double continues.
It does beg a belief, doesn't it?
Go on. Dead cat shot. Throw a 180.
139.
He's not silly
Michael,
enough.
you require 4.
For that kind of stuff. But this is getting silly
Game shown the fourth leg.
and ends in the
Michael
madhouse to make it
Fifth leg,
2-2.
Krzysztof to throw first. Game on.
2-2 in this one. Michael Smith is only winning legs on the bullseye and double 1, which is, as strategies go, it's not a great one, but it's enough for a level game right now.
I mean, Ryan Searle was only winning legs on the bullseye early on in his match against Glenn Durrant that put him in the final day. Here we go.
140.
Curse continues.
Well, look at that. First 9 average of 124. Michael Smith, he's an absolute monster of a dart player. But he's doing the old version 1.1 Gary Anderson. Score heavy, miss doubles, and give yourself opportunities to lose games that you could well be breezing through. It'll turn for him. You know, go back 3 years when Michael Smith really was struggling. And he was finding it hard to, you know, score or hit doubles or do anything. He really was. He was at his wit's end about how to turn his form around. It was the Euro Tour that helped him do it. Victory in Gibraltar. Here we go. 1,000 maximums on the European Tour. 46 for the tournament.
94. Michael, you require 56.
Tops.
16.
Oh, Michael.
Krzysztof,
I mean,
you
look
require
at the
160.
frustration.
Well, can he steal another leg? It was always going to be tricky with that first start for Krzysztof Ratajski.
100. Michael, you require 40.
But it's the outer ring that Smith has had trouble with.
That's
Better, dead centre, perfect. And you can see that Michael Smith
Michael to throw first. Game on.
Frustrated with how things have gone in this match, but he's managed to turn it around and get himself in front.
Well, look, there is nothing. There's not a technical issue.
45.
There is not anything obviously physical that is stopping him from throwing the dart into the double ring. Right? So it has to be a mental issue. But the thing is, it's not as if he's missing wildly. He's having some very, very close ones that are just clipping wires, or they look... there is some luck involved here. And I think that's part of the reason why he's getting so frustrated.
But also, yes, perhaps it could be a mental issue, but he's managed to turn it around. So it is another sign of how Michael Smith has grown, that these kind of issues can cause a player mid-match to say, it's one of those days, I've got no chance, it's not happening for me, and fold. And Michael Smith is not a man who folds as often as he used to.
No, and look, the frustration is evident. He can't help that. It's just there. It's part of him. But it's about dealing with it and finding a way to get through it. And the thing is, Michael Smith could find a way to get through this and play really well and still lose this game because Krzysztof Ratajski is A, brilliant, and B, playing pretty well here. But you have to say, the better player out of the two right now is Michael Smith. It's whether he can hit his doubles.
He's got a chance here, or should have a chance to put himself a couple of legs ahead.
No, that's a bit silly. Because even if he got the treble last start, he left the bogey number. Go for it. Go for it.
97.
Well, leaving 32 is actually something he did on Thursday. He went away from tops specifically because he kept on missing it.
Michael, you require
And it
37.
did help him out.
Well, he has just hit tops. Now he hits double eights to pull two clear, and this is an impressive turnaround from the Bully Boy.
Well, of course, he did go on a streak against Ratajski when they met at the European Darts Open, coming from 5-2 to force a deciding leg and
77.
then mismatched darts, and that's an unfortunate bounce out from Krzysztof. Doesn't get many bounce outs, the Polish Eagle. So he went on a streak like this against Krzysztof last time and then didn't finish it off, and Krzysztof nicked it.
Yeah. Michael Smith. It's quite strange, isn't it, that he's dropped out of the seedings for the next two European tours, yet who knows what he could do this weekend, and he's up to number 5 in the world now. He's ahead of Peter Wright.
140.
Wright, of course, won this tournament 2 years ago.
Yeah, in spectacular fashion.
Van Gerwen 6-0 in the final.
Yeah, and it's got to the stage now where Peter Wright has dropped in the various rankings. So he's only seeded 8th here. That means he's in the same quarter as the number 1 seed, which of course is Michael van Gerwen. There is a possibility of that final from 2 years ago, the one spectacularly 1-0 by Peter Wright. Could be a rematch in the quarters here this weekend.
Yes, the winner of this takes on either Rob Cross or Jeffrey Disvan tomorrow.
Yeah, what a 4-player segment that is of the draw. 180 number 2 for the Polish Eagle, leaves himself 61. Smith leaves himself 36. Of course he does.
5 now for Michael Smith to pile the pressure on the Pole, who's too good there. He's found the ball and has to change his game plan. It's just 1 dart at double, 57. And he has not hit. And now it's Michael Smith's turn 36. To take a 5-2 lead against the man who had the same against him earlier this year.
Game show the 7th leg.
Well, Smith came back from there. Can Ratajski do something similar?
That is a fabulous start, because double 9, not only was it a double of which he's obviously been struggling of late, but double 9 has particular significance to him, because he genuinely thought that the year that Rob Cross won the World Championship, he thought he was playing well enough to go and do it himself, and double 9 was one of the darts that cost him to beat Rob Cross that year.
Yeah, he's one of those, as he described it yesterday, field players, Michael Smith, and the fact that he had just put the first dart right outside that double will have really aided him there.
Yeah, but in his current, even though he's won 5 legs on the spin, there'll still be some nerves going for doubles, because he knows what's happened of late.
Yeah, and knows that he missed a couple to put Ratajski to bed last time out.
That is superb. 6 maximums in just 8 legs of darts for Michael Smith. And he could finish it with a 6th consecutive leg. And to be honest, he could have won this 8-0 if this goes. Oh.
44.
Match start missed.
Ratajski will probably take aim at the ball. Well, he's gone down for treble 17. He gambled. I think he changed his mind. But he's got a dart at double regardless, and he's hit it. And what is going through Michael's mind now?
9th leg, Krzysztof to throw first. Game on.
He couldn't have won it 8-0, of course, but he could have won all 8 legs.
Figure of speech, Murph. Look at that. Everything in 4, 5 or 6 visits to the board. And already you think that trend's going to continue.
Yeah, I like that. I like that figure of speech, actually. It's one that Gerwyn Price used in the Premier League, saying he could have beaten Darrell 14-0 on Thursday. Now then.
This is top quality stuff. Make these two play each other every week on the Euro Tour. It is guaranteed fireworks.
Well, look, this is the 9th leg of the match. And we've had as many maximums as legs, plus a visit of 170 something from Ratajski. And he's not done yet.
98.
He's never done. That's the thing. He doesn't give up. He's tenacious.
Well, Michael Smith bamboozled by that first start. And he's a player who doesn't want to be adjusting, isn't he? He wants to just carry on throwing, following the first start into the target.
12 darter last leg. 12 darter this leg. Yes. Back to back 12 darters for Krzysztof Ratajski, who is having such a go at Michael Smith now. What an important leg this is.
57.
The Pole persevering, and Michael Smith has had a treble-less turn. Ratajski already snatching the darts.
136.
A reminder, Michael Smith has missed the ball for a 6-2 win, having missed multiple darts in both the legs he lost. That was the first leg where Smith was not down to a double when it ended. Oh, it's just too easy for this man.
Yeah, but I tell you what, Dan, he needed that.
He did.
7 maximum for Michael Smith. It only gets him down to a show-stopping finish, but will it be a finish that does indeed stop the show?
37. Michael require 164.
Krzysztof Ratajski might be about to produce a third consecutive 4-visit leg and become favourite for this match. A match that he could have lost 6-2. 20s.
I thought he was going to go and move it then. Anyway, treble or single? Single it is. Dart at the ball. Smith missed this for the match.
64.
Ratajski misses to level the match.
Smith could not look. He refused to look. He was looking off into the distance. Beautiful dart. Double 12. Pressure. Pressure on this man. Oh, that is an incredible finish. Look at the emotion from Michael Smith. So much pressure on him. And he has come through an absolute barnstormer with Krzysztof Ratajski. 102 losing average for the Polish Eagle. Michael Smith is through to the final day of the European Darts Grand Prix. A battling, brilliant, gutsy display. He'll take on either Rob Cross or Jeffrey Desvar.
Für den Bully Boy, aber setzt sich hier durch mit 6:4 gegen Krzysztof Ratajski. Congratulations, Michael. That was Michael Smith, very emotional. Good body language.
Yeah, it took me 6 weeks to finally get a win here, but them first 2 legs, it showed how I'm not playing bad. I just can't hit this outer ring, and it's annoying the heck out of me at the minute. And I'm switching doubles up because I don't feel confident throwing for tops anymore. I don't feel confident at the double 10. But it shows everything that meant, and now I finally got past the first round. It took me some time, but listen, I don't stop working. I don't stop trying to improve myself. Just the last couple of weeks has really got to me when we're finishing, especially on Thursday as well against Wade. Couldn't finish whatsoever, so I'm glad to finally get the win now.
And it's not easy to have these 7 perfect darts then and losing this leg again, you know?
No, but I had 61 and didn't even leave a double. And was it 61? It was something stupid, but I couldn't even leave a double after 9 darts. 61, I only have to hit 21. I couldn't even do that yet, 18, I think. And it's just showing, and the confidence has kind of gone on finishing. But I think that 72, that's going to help me now, because I knew if I missed that, it was going 5 all his darts. So I'm glad to get over that winning line now.
Cool. Good to have you here. See you tomorrow. Der Bully Boy Michael Smith.